Test, test. 1 2 1 2. This is Gordon G. The Fox Inspection Group. This block of instruction is going to cover roof age macro class. FIG. We've got some macros that we have, auto text, auto entries that we'll use, and basically it's which FIG macro, when you take a look at a roof, which ones you're going to use to convey your opinions on the roof. And my contention is we might not have as many macros as we need, and they might not be written up as well. So let's see, we'll walk through this, okay? So what we've got here is, if you're going to pick out a macro, the first one choice you have is R1. That is at/near end of serviceable life, brittle, crack, curled ends, and or excessive granular loss of shingles. That's the hardest one we have. This should have been replaced 5 years ago. Give me a break. I got pieces of the roof falling off the roof in the yard, big chunks of roof that are missing, excessive granular loss, big gaps. I'm seeing the felt and the fiberglass and the mats and that kind of stuff. Or we can have R111. Basically explains, hey, older roof, nearing end of serviceable life, last 1/3, 1/4. We make it real generic. And of course we observe brittle, crack, curled, and or excessive granular loss. We're just saying, hey, it's an older one. It's nearing the end. Or you've got R1B, where on my computer it's the same as R11. Oh, wait a minute. The only difference is it's not underlined. It's just basically, hey, it's pretty good, but hey, just letting you know it's older. Or you got R1C. Well, whatever that one is, I don't have it on my desktop anymore. So let's take a look at a house that I went up on the roof. And basically I go up, put my ladder right up here on the roof, and I'm looking at this over here. Front of the house faces west. We've got some pretty good shade coverage, so pretty good evening sun wear, because usually the southwestern exposure of the roofs show the most damage from the sun. We do have some pretty mature trees that help prevent a lot of that. So I get up on the roof, right where I'm still on the ladder. I take a picture of it. And I go, oh, look at this. A little bit of damage on there. Let's take a close-up look right here. Got some excessive granular loss. Close-up shot of that. Okay. So we've got some of the, pitting, where we lost some of the granular loss. We're looking at some of the felt, backing, the underlayment, that kind of stuff. Looks kind of rough right there. But that was an isolated case, and it might be from some abrasion of people going up at that location. Let's take a look at the ridge shingles. Hey, looking pretty good. I mean, I'm able to walk up this very steep roof. Maybe some areas of 812. Definitely better than a 612. Much greater than a 45 degree. So maybe a 712 or 812. But or more than that, way more than that. So pretty good pitch. And I'm looking at the roof. Looking pretty good. Looking, and this is a 15-year-old roof I'm up on. I'm taking a look at. Here's an up-close shot. Yeah, I got some of the pizza face, a little bit of acne, I call it, some little pitting, but overall condition of the roof, not too bad. This is on the second floor, westernmost exposure. Hey, looking pretty good. Okay. Here, up close, real close with the camera, I've got like a little crack in a shingle, a little bit of deterioration. No, it's not brand new, but it's definitely not worn out completely. Here I had less than a half a dozen of these little black spots, these little glue tabs where a piece of shingle has come off. And I believe what it was this section right here, a little thin strip on the edge of the shingle. Here's a 2 shingles butt joint. Here's 2 shingles butt joint. And they have like a little piece of strip right there, and a couple of those had peeled off. None of the bigger type, decorative type pieces of shingle have come off, but these little ones right here on the edge have peeled up. So the question is, which FIG macro should you use to convey your findings on there? Okay. R1, hey man, this roof is shot, give me a break, you got a new roof. Or 2, R111, older roof, underlined, last 1/3 to 1/4 of his life. Or 1B, hey, not even underlined, yeah, getting old, but that kind of stuff. Okay? So, do we need some more? If so, craft some verbiage that you feel would be more appropriate for a 15-year-old roof with minimal issues, or the other things that you have, where you recommend a roofer on that kind of thing. On this particular job, and you let me know how you feel. The inspector who inspected this property put R1. At / near end of serviceable life, brittle, cracked, just basically condemning the roof, not an issue, not up for discussion. My concerns are that when we get somebody like 5 different roofing contractors up there, I don't think all 5 of them would concur that the roof needs to be replaced. I think a lot would say, yeah, it's an older roof, but there's not, don't need to sell you. There's always going to be someone who's going to sell them. Yeah, you want a new roof? I'll do you the 20 or 30, 50 squares for $15,000, $20,000. Yes, I'll sell it to you. But I would think majority of them would say this roof is not at the point where it needs replacement on that kind of thing. So what I'm interested is, do we need some more where you feel comfortable? Because the inspector who picked R1 didn't feel comfortable putting R11, older roof nearing last 1/3. So I would have picked this one. This inspector felt more compelled to write this one up because he didn't want to accept liability or potential liability of this. So what do we need to write up? And so I'm asking for your input. Let's make up some macros that we need that are crafted by you guys in the field that you feel comfortable hanging your hat on, that you don't think your testicles are exposed in the wind. Alrighty, thank you much, and I appreciate you watching this video.